C9 playing the retake. They've given the space up.
Yeah, already reclaiming mid control. Checking for all of those lurks, but the man of the moment, the man we've been mentioning throughout this tournament, Jorgamo's going to be there to kick it off, and it seems like they're well aware of the positioning from Moose. He'll be cleared out with not too much trouble. The defense already under serious pressure.
They are. Paranoia's done well.
Okay.
Trent sent back in C9. Well, the pressure was on, but it's starting to get a little bit easier. The numbers equalize, but the health bar is certainly in favor of G2. Now dropping to just 2 players remaining. Just 1, in fact, with Valen having to do it all. And he very nearly got it across the line. Rossi, the one to step in for the thing up. Moose very nearly lost that setup that is so important. And now those smokes are gone. Oxy at least trades it out. An initiator gone, but we saw the impact those smokes had up against pistols, slowing them down. Here with rifles, it would have been invaluable, and with damage done to Oxy and Moose, this is going to be a difficult round.
Okay.
To drop weapons in, well, they've certainly done well.
Yeah, they're re-aggressing. Pushing into Jorgamo, ready and waiting on the angle, but he doesn't expect another player to be that close to stun. Is perfect as well. And now Trent is all that's remaining. But this man in clutch situations has built her name for herself already. A 1 versus 3, turn 2, spike down, and they've repositioned completely. They've given up that spike control, and well, from his perspective, you'd somewhat expect that someone would be around this corner.
You're going to be cautious. You're going to be slow. I like that they've grouped up on C9. This is a round they shouldn't have been in with that much of a chance of winning. Really, damage was the question again. It's how they usually go. Round 3 should fall to G2, and there has to be Trent to clutch it out. He's got to read. He's read it perfectly, but the shots don't land.
Force them back a little bit longer. And in fact, they're going to go for a full rotation back into the site, maybe expecting it only to be Moose here. And well, now they're correct.
Had to chip away at it a little bit first. In goes the Nightfall.
30 seconds
Space conceded by Moose. He'll let them onto the site. The plan now looks undeniable. I see some spams, though. That Phantom being put to use. No tracers, but, well, he steps out a little bit too wide. Not expecting Trent to be quite that close already. Now this becomes a much more difficult affair. Neural Theft revealing the position of these players. Vic on 10 HP. And an ult for Rossi that I think will be saved for the next round. Finally, it seems like G2 have been able to disrupt C9's winning ways.
Yeah, and it was somewhat a gamble, like splitting across the map, basically doubling up their support for Leaf, who'd basically been playing that lurker role for a lot of this map, and just lit up from G2. They really are trying to sell these ideas straight away. We've seen that Nightfall go in on the other side, and because of that, Oxy's given up his position. It was a ruse that initially worked, but he's still fighting, still battling, but eventually loses his life. He was surrounded. Valen had already moved into the back of the site. Had to try and take those aggressive positions, but that was a misread from C9. They used an ult over on the other side of the map, believing that it was a play in towards A because of the paranoia that was used by Valen, and then he's the one that takes the space as well. Great take from G2.
Yeah, cerebral play from that attacking side, and the fact that Oxy pulled off that angle meant that Jonah P now late in the round has the Rolling Thunder. He would have been the first to be picked off. He would have been taken down. Trent even playing the late lurk. Rolling Thunder is being used to again delay that defensive side, and they are just running into this meat grinder. No information, playing it blind and hoping the stun comes in, and they just about make it out. Jonah P holding his ground though. This man could have been dead to rights to that op. Instead, he's running the clock lower, and even though they take him down, the round is too far gone. G2.
Change of pace from G2. They sold the ruses in the last. Nice. It's a really good trip, though. A sneaky one in the backlines, and actually Oxy's still going. A lot of damage being done by the side of C9. What? In fact, even a knife kill coming through. Valen's the one to hit the deck. His counter IGL has done the work. And while Leaf now set to 5 versus 5, it would have to be severe errors from this point for C9 to lose the round.
Oh, I mean, I guess Oxy wanted an orb, and I think he ended up with 2, so better than he could have bargained for, I suppose. Leaf trying his best to get those spams out so he can fire right back with the Phantom, but being sent to the corner. The spike down in the open. He has to just run into this setup. Still a trap to his left if he tucks into the little cubby. And it's actually been repositioned just now to right inside of main, so Leaf, no way in there.
For G2, they're going to try and switch things back up. Immediately caught out by the trip. The information is there for Moose, but they have already lost themselves Zephyr.
Spike planted.
One man down, the paranoia pumping the brakes on any sort of aggression from that defensive side. G2 feeling out the space. Looks like Trent wants to step forward. Leaf has caught them inside the market. The space seized by Trent, right? Boom! Behind that smoke. Rossi taking the words out of my mouth. Got ahead of the problem. Oxy, though, dancing around, closes this one out. Another 3 G2 are after, but Oxy's ready this time. The stun, though, sends him the other way. Jogamo chasing him down. Wants that kill. He's hungry, but Moose is there. Trading it out is Valen. 2 quick kills, and the spike is on the site.
Yeah, they've already taken control. He can safely move over. A messy start to the round, but Valen's given them an opportunity. The post plant in main definitely not as strong as it used to be, and again, we have to talk about these retakes, but you can look at that ultimate being online for Rossi. You can't play aggressively, you can't play forward, otherwise you're gonna get caught. The attempted TP back, but now they are isolated in main.
Oh, Valen's at least gonna heal up some of that decayed away health. Still down to 26, but he's good for a 3rd kill. The defuse underway. They might not realize they think they got the diffuser, but they realize just in time.
Of a comeback or just another blip on the C9 radar. Once more, you talk about that seize from Rossi. It's an agent he's picked up, but Jorgamo combines with Trent, and that's the A site open for business.
And it is. Spike dropped over to Jonah P, just 1 orb away from the Rolling Thunder. They've been spotted, and C9 are ready. Oxy's going through this. He is hungry. He always is aggressive, and straight in onto Jonah P. He's got his ult now, one way or another. The round may still fall to G2. Quick kills by Valen secure the site. Leaf has thread the needle, but he's spotted at the last second, and Oxy takes him down. 3 players now coming in from main, and G2, they have an idea. They've smoked it off. They've got spawn control. That's going to be their safe haven. That's their fallback spot just in case it's needed. With the spike plant a little bit more in the open, they will have to step out to contest it. A little fast lane for Jogamo, right into the battle, but right out of it, it's Rossi, punished after 1. The defenders running low on time, but the attackers running low on personnel. It's Trent with the shorty, dropping in from the shadows.
Oxy, though, already looking to get up in their face.
Certainly aggressive. The shots weren't landing to start. It bought a little bit of space, a little bit of time. Jogamo, he's got the frenzy, and they know exactly where he is, but they have to take the fight on his terms. Zeppa, although he grabs 1, drops right after. Leaf putting up a bit of a battle, 74 HP. Manages to slip behind the boxes. His teammate on the other side, though, is being isolated, being focused, and being dropped, but in he comes! Leaf, one hell of a try. He has given up the position. Now he's going back in. The weaker weapons up close, ready for the fight, and winning it. That is why I was worried. Jonah P has been isolated, dropped, taken out of the round, and as a result, the B site's open for business. The plant is coming in, and G2, now they have to fight into these weaker weapons. Take the fight on their terms. Rossi's been tagged through that smoke, down to 8 HP. He's still sticking up there. Spam's going right past him, right where he was just a second ago. But he slips out with his life still intact.
He's pulling off crazy rounds left and right, but so far Valen has started things off well. Moose still in the close corner. They might expect this to be clear with how far forward they've got already, but he's dealt with. Rossi left on just 8 HP. Spams here would be risky. It's going to be his teammate instead, and Vic has done well. Rossi's caught another, and now Leaf is all the remain. Team will fall as well. I believe it was a team bit of utility that might have caught out Oxy at the beginning of this round. They have to go here and now. He's in the same spot, by the way. They have to clear this, but it's easier said than done. Still alive, still kicking, buys a little bit of extra time. Time enough, but what is that from Oxy? A cleanup, goes looking for a little bit more. This man wants to end this here and now, but they got to watch out for the flank. They've taken aggressive control. Valen is in behind, but they are checking for it. They are aware. They are ready for players to push, and speaking of pushing, Oxy wants that a little bit more. Wants to try and end this round on his own. Rossi in the corner will clean up. One is alongside Oxy again.
Waiting for the reaction of their opponents and then popping in the Rolling Thunder. Oxy, the one to lead the charge and take the space. As a result, Moose falls. Traps now gone. The back open, but it looks like, again, we're going to see the fade cleaning that up. It's Rossi moving his way around to the elbow, needing assistance on the side as Oxy very much isolated at this point. The information in the hands of G2 as Rossi picks one, and Oxy, this duo, clutch after clutch, and with